I am here with another Last Dance documentary review. Let's get it, baby. So I just want to start this thing off right off the top. Michael Jordan has the greatest, strangest, most unique life story, career story, and sports journey, period. There's nobody else that could possibly match this. How does Michael Jordan do all of this stuff in his career? How does he have such an odd career? He is considered the greatest player of all times, and many people think he's the greatest athlete to ever play a sport. Like, as far he's the greatest individual player at basketball. He's better at basketball than anybody is at any other sport. But somehow he doesn't have a storybook life or a storybook career. It is the strangest story. This documentary by ESPN has been phenomenal thus far. Absolutely phenomenal. And I've given them a ton of props and a ton of kudos all the way through. But let me tell you why Michael Jordan has the strangest, let me rephrase that, has the greatest, strangest, most unique life story. Let me explain this to you. So Jordan comes in, he's not the number one selection. He's not even touted as the greatest player in his draft. He comes in, works hard, inspiration. He's just grinding. We talked about this in a past episode. Jordan's work ethic is what propelled him to become the greatest basketball player on earth. He has one singular mission, one singular focus. And usually when you have somebody that has a singular focus on anything, if that's really all they focus on, they get it. Like literally, life just kind of moves out of the way and allows you to fulfill your dreams and your destiny. Like I said this before, I think I tweeted this. Michael Jordan is the alchemist. If you never read that book, read it. You'll understand it because literally things just move out of his way because of his sheer willpower and determination, and he's capable of doing anything that he wants to do, period. And so when I say that he has the greatest career, he accomplishes everything you can as an individual. He literally has two individual careers. He has a career where he has all the scoring titles, he getting all the individual accolades and no championship. That's never going to make you the greatest of all time. Then he turns around and gets all of the great accolades of championships. 6 championships, 6 for 6 in the finals. You compare individual accolades, combine them with team accomplishments and championships, recipe for success. Greatest career of all time. Strangest career. After he wins 3 championships, his father is unfortunately murdered. Sad, bro. Like, they started off the documentary with that, and I was just heartbroken, bro. Some of them weird conspiracy theories. Bro, conspiracy theories are beyond me. Like, I don't understand them. I don't get it. I understand that his retirement was untimely and weird and strange, but just the nasty speculation that went around his retirement, bro. Like, I don't understand. Like, the country is so weird, bro, to like blame somebody for their father's death when he wasn't. Like, it. I don't know, man. I just found that part deplorable. I thought the media was nasty for that. But his dad is murdered. Then he retires. We've seen in sports many times somebody retire in their prime. Like, I can think off the top of my head, Calvin Johnson, Andrew Luck recently in football. A lot of times basketball players don't do that. A lot of basketball players don't retire in their prime without major injuries or something plaguing them. So that's strange in and of itself. But not only does he retire from basketball, he then goes and plays baseball. That's fine. But then they talked about in baseball, he started out pretty hot, then he got down. But he worked his freaking tail off. Michael Jordan work ethic is what I am striving to have, like, in my life, bro. That kind of work ethic you are guaranteed to be successful. You are guaranteed to see yourself get better each and every day. And not to toot my own horn, but if you follow me on this channel, like I literally feel like I've been trying to get better each and every video. So Michael Jordan work ethic is legendary. And not only is it legendary, it is inspirational to me. Like I'll be watching him like, bruh, I can do more. I can do more. Like if you watch this documentary, you have to feel like I can do more. And whatever your given field is, if you're a creator, you're a nurse, you're a doctor, you're just a fan, you work at your job, like you can do more, you can do better. And I feel like he started getting better at baseball. And it was like, if he decided to play baseball, he would have absolutely made it to the pros, like MLB, like the top of the line in baseball. He absolutely would have made it. And I'm like, man, that's crazy, bro. It just goes to show that Michael Jordan proves that if you work hard at something, you can accomplish greatness, right? So he goes to baseball and has this weird career in baseball, comes back to basketball, wins 3 more championships, retires again, comes back. Like, bruh, he has one of the oddest careers I've ever seen, period, point blank. He has like, I don't know, but I also think it's great, man. It's crazy to see somebody do that type of stuff, like to step away from the game for 18 months and then come back and win 3 more championships. It's crazy. Like it's unheard of. It's literally unheard of. And that's why he get that GOAT title, man. Like, we gotta stop comparing. We really, really gotta stop comparing. And I always give ESPN kudos on this. They've done a phenomenal job of telling the story throughout. I had a little bit of problem with the timeline jumps today because the way the timeline was jumping today, every time this specific storyline got really, really good and juicy, they switched to the other one, which was a good storyline as well. It's just like, bro, just finish it out, man. Let me see what happens here and then go over here. But they was jumping all over the place today. That's their preference on how they edit their documentary. Looks good. It seems good. So, but when you watch that documentary, you kind of get a good sense of like just the stories they tell, man. They told this story, I think the dude's name was LeBaron Smith. Jordan is a psycho, bruh. They said this man went out there, dropped 36 on Jordan, put his arms around Jordan and said, good game, MJ. Because Jordan had a bad game. He told, good game, MJ. Jordan said, he told me, good game. He put his arm around my shoulders, told me, good game, Jordan. I'm going to score the same amount of points on him in the first half. And he go out there and drop 36 on this young man, like torturing his soul, bro. He attacked this man relentlessly. Then years later, he was like, a reporter asked him, did that really happen? And he was like, no, I made it up. I'm like, bro, this man is nuts, bro. Like he just made up stuff to drive himself. And like, I love that. If you listen to any motivational speaker, they tell you, you gotta have a why. You have to have a why. Michael Jordan just made up whys. He like, I'm the greatest player of all time. I win in championships. What is my why? Why am I doing this? He would just make up whys, bro. And I think that's crazy. I think it's phenomenal. I appreciate Jordan for doing that. Like, I'm inspired by that. I was really, and I think the dude's name was LeBradford Smith, but I was really shocked to see Scottie Pippen quit on the team like that, man. And when Jordan was gone, Scottie quit on the team. It was really kind of sad to see, bro, because I understand as a former athlete, like, it feels like you're a team, you're brothers, like, we family, bro, and you quit, like, because he didn't go to you. I understand him wanting to take that last shot, too, but it's just like, bro, run the play. And if you're right, then you can say so after the game, but, like, oh, man, it just... Scottie made a lot of questionable decisions in his career, and shoot, like everybody else in this documentary, anybody that made a questionable decision in this documentary, they all say, well, if I could go back and do it again, I'll do it the same way. Like, none of these people have any regrets on how their career panned out, which I appreciate, man. Live life with no regrets. Scottie made a bunch of terrible decisions, I think, but also, I mean, it worked out for him in the end. So I think that if they would have won the championship without Jordan, that would have diminished Jordan's brand, his greatness, and the necessity to have the. I think that would have altered the course of reality if they would have won the championship without Jordan. I really think that would have looked not necessarily bad for him. It would have just looked different. I think people's perspective would have changed. It would have shifted like, well, maybe Scottie is a huge reason why they won. Or maybe more so, maybe Phil is the reason why they won. So everything worked itself out. Everything played out the way it's supposed to play out. I just am overall impressed by this documentary. I really enjoyed this last dance review. Another thing that I wanted to point out, I thought it was crazy. Like the only moment I really feel like Jordan got emotional and cried, they started off talking about his dad, and he seemed like he's dealt with it. Like he good. Like I've dealt with my pain, my sorrow, and I've moved on from it. Like I could talk about it. I'm emotional, but I'm not gonna cry about it. Bro, they was talking to him about being like, they asked him, do you think that your work ethic and your high demand on other people made you seem like you weren't a good player? I mean, a good person. And he just got so emotional, just like, man, this is the way I play the game. I play the game to win, and I play the game to be great. And if you don't play it that way, like don't play at all. Cut. And I was like, bro, it's crazy. The only time he got sensitive or emotional was about winning. Like that shows you he's such a winner, bro. Like he just wants to win. And there's something admirable about that. And the last thing I'm gonna leave y'all with is a quote that he said in the doc. He said, winning comes at a cost. Leadership comes at a cost. And I'm like, no. Actually, he said, winning comes with a price. I can't remember. Forget it. But he said something like winning has a price to be paid, and so does I forgot. Hey, I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna find it. All right, my bad. I figured it out. He said winning has a price and leadership has a price, and he's right. Like, bruh, there's a price to pay to win like that. There's a price to pay when you're a leader of that magnitude and you lead in that style, in that fashion. So very, very powerful words from him. And then really, this is the last thing I promise. I remember saying like, bro, he has this death stare sometimes. He's just staring at people like, and you can just see it. And it's something like bone chilling and frightening about it. But at the same time, it's something exciting about it. And I appreciated Steve Kerr sticking it up. Like, what's up, bro? You gonna try to play me? Steve Kerr, jab that man. Wow. Jab that man. Wow. That's how you earn MJ respect. You throw a jab. I'm out. Thank you guys for watching this week episode of The Last Dance Review. I appreciate it, and I'm out.